James Palms here. So today we're going to answer a question. This is going to be a two-parter video, maybe even a three-part video. So if you're watching this first part, come back later and watch again if I haven't done it. If you're watching it live, if you're watching it later, then hopefully I'll have the other parts up. So what's the difference? People ask me this question all the time. Can I just use lawn fertilizer on my palm trees? So I don't know, because I don't use lawn fertilizer on my palm trees, but I use lawn fertilizer on my lawn, and I'm sure some gets into the roots or gets near them. And I've heard from some people that do grow palms that they do use it. They don't care. It's not slow release. It's got lots of nutrients in it. It's fine to use on your palms. So the question I want to know is it good? Is it better? Is it worse? What's the dose? If I dial it up or dial it down, does it matter? So what we're going to do is we're going to take 4 palms, and I'm going to let's grab the fertilizer, and we'll go over here and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I have 3 sitting out here right now. I'm going to grab another one. I was originally going to do 3, and I'm not really going to do a control, because I know with a control it's just going to be a little bit slower growth. I know that's all that's going to happen. So I already know this stuff works, as opposed to not using any fertilizer. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 4 palms, all this size. They're all right around this size. They're in a red solo cup, and they all need to be repotted. So we're going to take, these are all Washingtonia robusta Mexican fan palms, and I'm willing to sacrifice these in the name of science if they die or whatever. Sorry about the wind, it's a windy day. So we're going to take them, we're going to repot 4 of these. I'm going to grab one more from my supply, repot 4 of them, and we're going to fertilize them. And I'm going to do this on the video when I put them in the pots, and then I'll label them, and we're going to come back and check in a little bit and see what happens. We're going to come back maybe in, I'm going to say we'll come back 2 weeks, and then maybe we'll do 4 weeks. So, or something like that, maybe 6. I'll as soon as there's noticeable difference in growth, maybe what we'll do too is we'll take a black magic marker and we'll mark all the things, so we can, and we'll take a ruler and we'll measure the growth as it happens on each palm. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like a single dose. What we'll do is we'll do like a light fertilizer of grass fertilizer on this one, and a light fertilizer of palm fertilizer, and then we'll do a heavy dose. We'll do like a double or a triple dose. We'll just overdo it on this one and on another one, and we'll see what happens, whether you need to use a lot, and if you use more, does it make it better, or does it just kill the plant, or does it do anything, or whatever. So this is going to be a little redneck science. So let me get the other palm, we'll get the pots, and we'll get started. So you can see, I just set this in there. You can see how badly these needed to be repotted. So yeah, they got tons and tons of roots down here. Now these roots are wet right now, and they're not super white, but they're not bad. These palms are not terribly the most healthiest palms, because they're just sort of neglected, but the roots look pretty good. That's pretty standard. I mean, they could be a little whiter or whatever, but they're wet right now. It poured rain last night, so here's what they all are looking like. So you can see they all have 3-4 layers of roots at the bottom here, just wrapping around. So they're all going to go into their own pots, and let's see here, some of them don't want to come out one-handed here. There we go. So this one has a little less roots than the other ones. You notice that? Yeah, it's still got a fair amount, but it's a little less. But we'll see. I mean, this isn't exact science. But it's going to be a pretty good idea. So this is going to be, I'm not even going to know which one that is. We're just going to fill them all up with dirt, and then we're going to label them. And then when I label it, I'll dump the fertilizer in. So just give me another second here, and I'll get them potted up and get them flushed up with soil. And then the label's ready, and then you'll do it, and we'll set them aside. And unfortunately, it's going to be a 2-part. So thanks for watching. One second. So my marker was dying, and I didn't have that good tape, but I think this will suffice, especially because I have the video to remind myself. So basically, what we got here is I put L1, which is going to be lawn fertilizer 1, right? And I got P1, which will be palm fertilizer. This will be like single dose, and then we got lawn fertilizer L2, so this will be double dose, and P2, so double dose. So we should be able to figure that out, and I mean, it's pretty clear to see. So PL, my marker, as you can see, it was just dying. I didn't have room to write the whole thing, and I only have a tiny little bit of this weird funky tape, so I couldn't find any good tape, and I can't find a marker that's going to write on this on these pots. So anyways, that should do. So let's just go. I'll do the palm fertilizer first. So what I do is I got this little measuring cup, and I never would put more than this. I put like this on a pot this size here, palm one. On a pot this size here, this is about as much as I normally do. They say you can use like, I don't know, what's it, a quarter cup or something like that, or per inch per foot round. So if it's a 12-inch pot, you can use one of these, so 1/4 cup for a 12-inch pot. But this is not a 12 inches around. This is about 7 or 8 inches around. So I just usually do this so you can see it in the soil like that. So maybe not even half, probably a quarter of a quarter, maybe not even. No, about a quarter of a quarter cup. So then for this one here, this is way more. This is going to be, let's go even a little more. Let's do like a real serious dose here. So this is almost a full quarter cup. So this would be more than they recommend. So this is, oh, sorry. You can see what I'm doing. I'm looking at the thing while I'm doing it. So there is a sugar ton of palm fertilizer. That's on P2. So let's see if it works better with a ton more fertilizer. That'll be interesting to see. So we're going to water these in, and you can see the difference. Look right there. You can see tons of fertilizer. Look right there. Not as much. You can still see it. Not nearly as much, though. It's definitely noticeable. So now let's grab the lawn fertilizer. Let me just grab. I got an open bag here. So I had a full bag over there, but I got an open bag right here in my shed here. So Scott's Turf Builder Pro. So it's a 3004. So 3004. I mean a 3204. So let's see. So first amount here, I'm just gonna take like I would like this, and we'll go a little lighter because I don't know what this is gonna do. So we'll go like this. All right. So that's I just mixed it in with the dirt a bit. It's kind of smaller and granule. So we'll do a little bit more, sorry. All right. Okay, so there you go. So that's the lawn fertilizer. Now I should add, this isn't the little balls. This is more of a, I don't know. This is their non-burn technology. It's still instant release. It's just their non-burn one. And it's super high nitrogen formula. Okay. So anyways, that's L1. So now let's see if we put a ton of lawn fertilizer on one of these, if it kills it. I'm going to set the phone down for 1 second here. Sorry about this here. Let's grab this little. So we're going to use this cup too. And this isn't exact, but this is a lot of grass fertilizer. I would, like, if you put this much in one spot on your grass, I would expect it to kill it. Like if you dump that much grass, I would expect that would, in one spot on your lawn, I would definitely expect it to kill it. So if it kills this little palm, I am going to be sad, I will say. But what the hell? I guess it won't hurt. It's all in the name of science, so we'll pat her down in here. Yeah, definitely if that was your grass. I know I've killed lawn before with too much lawn fertilizer, so this is definitely scaring me a bit, considering that definitely it's not formulated for palm trees. So let's see what happens. So we'll water it in, and you're going to have to, unfortunately, this is not going to be instant. You're going to have to stand by for an update video. So they're just going to go in full sun and get watered. So, I mean, perhaps what I'll do is I'll keep this video on, and I can add it together. So later on, I'll put it so that it is one video, and I'll just delete the first one. But for right now, you're going to have to, I'll give it to you in a half dose, and then we'll do a couple updates, and then I'll compile them all together and make one video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, guys. Later. Okay, so it's 1 week. It's 8 days later. That was last weekend. This is the next weekend. Now I took that video on May 30th. It's now June 7th. So it was 8 days. So it was last Saturday that I put the fertilizer on these guys, and now it's been 7 days. So anyways, it was last Saturday. Today's Sunday. So this is giving it 1 week. So the preliminary results are in. And what do you guys think in here? I'll give you a second. Maybe write in the comments. What do you think happened which one did the best. Because I have a ruler here and I can see clearly. I didn't even need to get the ruler. You can very easily see which one did the best. But let's check it out. So write your comments before you see this. Just pause the video or whatever. So this is, we'll start off from over here. So this is P2. So this is Palm Fertilizer number 2. So this was a double dose of Palm Fertilizer. So let's see what we got here. I'll do it in centimeters. So we got about, oh, what's that? About 1 centimeter. Sorry, I'm trying to look and see with the phone at the same time. So anyways, I'll hold this up. I can't see because of the goddamn sun. But around 1 centimeter of growth. You can see that there, how much growth is here. This one here has not moved at all. I don't want to say it hasn't moved at all, but it almost hasn't moved at all. I marked these lines after, I marked them on the same day, on the 30th, so a week and a half, 1 week, 1 day ago. So hasn't moved much at all, which is this, L2, has not moved. Lawn fertilizer is not good for your palms, which is what I thought. And this is the point of this video, that I was thinking that, I don't know if that was out of focus for a second, but anyways, you can see it here. This is the L2, and it's almost hasn't moved at all. You can see it with the thing, it's almost the exact same spot. So now, it's not terrible though, I guess, if you do it in small doses, because this is L1, and look at that. Now that's almost the same as the Palm number 2. That's about right around, there's a line. I don't know if you can see that on this video because it's super sunny, but around 1 centimeter. So L1, almost the same as Palm 2. So double dose of Palm Fertilizer, single dose of lawn fertilizer, because there's a lot more nitrogen in this. And there's less in this, but it's still, nevertheless, those are those three. The winner by far. This has got to be almost 3, over 2 centimeters here. It's greater than 2 centimeters of growth on this one. Turn it around. Da-da-da. P1. Less fertilizer is better. Less of the correct fertilizer is better, which is that was my thought from my personal experience. That's what I thought it was. And the proof is in the pudding right here in the words of Banana Joe. That's a Banana Joe quote from Banana Joe YouTube. Check it out if you haven't checked out his channel. Just search Palm Trees Canada and you'll see it. But anyways, so the growth is definitely the most on the single dose. This is just preliminary. I will come back. I'll add this into the video. I don't know. I think I'm just going to upload it right now as is, but this is a week of it. I'll come back maybe 1 more week. I'll do it next weekend and we'll do another update, and I'll actually come back and edit this video and add it back on perhaps. So if you're watching this later, if the part starts, then just keep watching if there's more left to the video. But thanks for watching, guys. Later, like and subscribe for more informative science, palm science. That's what I'm calling this. So thanks, like and subscribe. You should try this on one of these maybe. This is a sable palmetto. We should repot some of these guys. They need to be repotted, and try it on one of these and see what happens, because that's on a slow growing palm. Maybe it'll turn out different. I don't know, but I got lots of them to experiment. If you guys want to see it, write down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.